Hello, Merv Daugherty, Superintendent for Chesterfield County Public Schools. Glad to have you with us for another opportunity we have to talk to each department in our school district on the returning of school for the 21-22 year. We are excited to have your children come back to school. We have multiple options for your child. And today I am pleased to have our Chief of Schools, Dr. Lisa High, who we're going to talk about what schools look like, how we're preparing to bring your children back into school, and working with our staff to making sure we provide the best quality of education and environments we have for every child that comes into Chesterfield County Public Schools. Dr. High, thank you for being here, and we're glad to have you with us.
Thank you for having me.
So let's get into the question. So how is your team preparing for this coming school year?
Okay, well, first I'll start with describing my team. The Division of School Leadership and Support Services consists of 5 leadership directors, 3 of which are elementary, 1 middle school director, and 1 high school director. I also have the Director of Equity and Student Support Services who work with equity with our schools as well as provide the support services including counseling, psychologists, and those support groups. What we're preparing for, this is a busy time for us because we support schools wholeheartedly in whatever they need. And so our schools are preparing, as you said, for return of school. And we're preparing for face-to-face instruction as well as the virtual option for families. And so we know that there's some families who will choose the virtual option rather than coming back to face-to-face, which is what we encourage, the face-to-face instruction. But the Virtual Learning Academy will be for students in grades K through 8, and it will be synchronous students who will participate in this session. And our students will have schedules. They will be with their teachers synchronously all day long. And then we have CCPS online for our students in grades 6 through 12. And that's asynchronous learning. But although it's self-paced, our students will have opportunities to meet with their teachers and ask questions and gain knowledge as they need to for that direct instruction time. We've also been spending a lot of time with our hiring and making sure that we recruit the highest quality teachers that we can find and leaders. We've had some orientations to prepare them for the school year to understand our strategic plan and our Imagine Tomorrow and what we want for our students. Our principals right now are focusing on back to school week, which will be the week before school starts. Our teachers will return and prepare for our start on August 23rd. So we're really looking forward to that. We're looking forward to returning to some normalcy, being able to have maybe some athletics and some extracurricular activities, and also opportunities maybe to engage with families for the back to school events.
And just to add on to that, I know that your department's worked very hard, your team's worked very hard. We have a new teacher week. We do a lot of training for our new teachers so they feel comfortable, they feel supported, not only from the district but from in the school. They have mentors, and then all of our new principals and administrators we provide training for and have a time that they have a mentor, but also they get additional support in the role as a new leader from going from an associate or assistant principal to the principal level. And your teams, I know, have been working very hard this summer to make sure that that all of our staff are prepared for what's upcoming in this school year. So yes. Thank you for that. Dr. High, another question. How will schools support students as they return into their assigned school from the pandemic that we've had and the restrictions?
We know that our students will come back to school with varying needs, so we want to meet them where they are. So we will provide the basic needs, making sure that they feel safe, and that the USDA has allowed for us to have free meals for the 21-22 school year, so we're excited about that. We also want to make sure that we meet their academic needs. We know that there will be some learning gaps, and so our goal will be to reteach and reorient students to the routines and provide them the content that maybe they may have missed over this 17 months that they have been out. And then more importantly is the social emotional well-being of students. So we will work with our schools and provide some plans for that morning meeting time in our elementary schools and the advisory time in our high schools to make sure that we're asking kids how they're doing, to make sure that they feel supported, that they feel included, and that they are really having a strong experience as they return back to us.
Yeah, and I know we've added counselors to our schools, psychologists, social workers, and we recognize throughout all of our departments that it's just not the academic piece that we're concerned about. It's that social emotional points that have come just by being out of school and not being around people for the longest period of time, as well as looking at just getting back into routine of being in school. I think our schools and your department's done a good job working with our principals and administrators to make sure that we understand that it's just not the academic piece. They have to learn how to socialize with people again, how to respect the building, how to respect each other in the building, how to get along with people, how to talk to people. I think that is going to be a challenge for us, but I think something that we're aware of and that we're excited about, have the opportunity to get our young people back in the buildings.
And we do have some additional support service staff here at the central office, our behavior intervention support specialists and our mental health support specialists, who do go out to schools and provide training and work with them to make sure if there is a need for students. We have some programs that are preventative in place. We know that during this pandemic, a lot has been reactive, but our goal is to be more preventative as we move forward, as well as continuing to partner with the county government for some of their mental health and support community services that they offer.
Right. And I know that when you think about what Dr. Rooker's been able to do with her team, and then with social emotional learning, and then you think about Dr. Wynn with the counselors and Dr. Early with the psychologists, and just making sure that we are working hard and prepared for our students as they come back in, and we can help them. There will be students that need quiet time, need additional counseling, need help, families as well. So I think the partnership with the county is going to be a very successful piece for us with this piece as well. And I also want to thank you and your team for as we prepare for the school year, of looking into how we've changed some of our ideas about teaching and with distance learning. And just for your information, at our high school level for this year, your child may be in a school where they maybe cannot take an AP course or a college course because of not enough teachers in the building, but they will be able to take the course from another school through the distance learning model and have synchronous learning from that teacher every other day as they do. It'll be a regular class that they'll sign up for. So we're excited that we're experimenting with it. We have several courses that we're looking into, and I think that's something that's going to grow, and your team was very helpful with that. We're thankful for that.
Yes.
So how will schools demonstrate our commitment to the term all means all, such as the equity piece, diversity, inclusion, etc.?
Well, we really believe that equity, inclusion, and diversity is important to this division. In our strategic plan, equity is one of our core values, and so we want to make sure that we are creating a better tomorrow for our students. And as you said, all means all, so we want to make sure that we provide access to students to rigorous courses and all students. We've worked in my department to look at how we allocate seats to students and make sure that we have students from every level, every background, diversity involved in all of our programming. And so we will also provide opportunities for our students to not only be in different courses, but to be able to be heard when they're in those courses. We have a competence, cultural competence module that our teachers go through that will help them realize to recognize the different backgrounds that our students come from and to be able to accept their perspectives to make sure our students feel safe and included in all the lessons that we provide them.
And we really try to focus on this all means all, that it doesn't matter what zip code you come from, what race you come from, economic issues that your family is in, that you have the opportunity to excel as much as you want to. We remove the obstacles of certain courses, that if you want to take an AP course, if you want to take a dual enrollment course, you want to take an IB course, that we encourage you to do that. We encourage you to excel in honors classes. We encourage you to do that. Our goal is that every student have the opportunity to excel at the highest rate that they feel comfortable with, and that we can actually maybe even push to accelerate in more rigorous courses as we continue through there. And that's all students should have that opportunity. And I think this past year, with the help of your team, we were able to look at, when we looked at the virtual learning and making sure students, their needs for internet access and hotspots and meals, and that everybody was involved, and that the instructional piece, everyone is involved. And so we are a school division of 63,000 students, the fifth largest in the state. and I think that we have been able to meet the needs, and we'll continue to get better. We're not where we think we should be, but we're heading towards that direction, and we're getting better with that. And your team has done a great job of helping with leadership in our schools and making sure that that all faculty understand that all means all.
Yeah. And one additional piece that we're pretty proud of is as we have some students who maybe they won't re-engage with us when they come back, but we have staff that we've worked to hire to re-engage those students, whether it be re-engaging them and making sure that they come back to the school building, or supporting them however they are, so that they are successful in life after they leave Chesterfield. So we're excited about the work that those team members will do for our students.
Thank you for that. Well, this was just a brief moment that we had a chance to talk with the Chief of Schools, Dr. Lisa High, and we are excited about this coming school year, 21-22. Thank you for joining us, and we will continue to give our departments short videos to you to help you understand Chesterfield a lot better. Thank you, and have a great day.